Hello, welcome to day 23 of our 30-day drawing adventure. And today's the day that I'm sure a bunch of you were waiting for, but I also am pretty sure you're not going to be very happy with my direction for this. And today we are going to talk about drawing people, actually, today and tomorrow. And we're going to have our first conversation about drawing people. So have something to draw with, something to draw on, and I'll see you back here in just a second. Okay, well, the reason I have placed the topic of drawing people in this position, day 23 out of 30, and right after the one we had yesterday on water, is because where I'm coming from on drawing people is really from a place of not a lot of confidence. I have never felt super confident drawing people in anything I've ever drawn, and I'm just admitting that to you. Um, and I want to make the distinction here about the types of drawing of people. So if we're just talking about general form of people in a drawing, and we're talking about sketching, I'm much more comfortable in that world. Very similar to yesterday with water. You have to lower your expectations. If you've ever noticed people that sketch people, whether that be at a busy location like in a city, outside a cafe, in a coffee shop, all great places that people will tend to go and sketch other people. That the style is very loose, and um, you're trying to capture an essence, much the same as what we were talking about with water. Kind of capture the essence of what you're seeing, not nail it in like a photorealistic sort of way. And I just have not spent a ton of time doing that. I probably should. I've just always been more drawn to landscapes and interesting still lifes and objects than I have people. And so sketching people has been a challenge for me. And I will throw up a few sketches here of like true sketches sitting somewhere, in other places, and there's people in these. And what I basically do is just loosely approximate and try to capture the individuals and the people that are there. Now, I've made that distinction of sketching people. I'd like to make another distinction, which is drawing people for likeness and outcome. So capturing a specific person by their face and who they are, which has always been a huge challenge for me that I avoided for most of my life because I tried it and it didn't go well. And I've, in the last 10 years or so, figured out a system that allows me to do more like very photo kind of realistic drawings of people for outcomes. So, like for a finished product as a gift for someone who's lost someone or a special meaning for them. And I'm going to show you that uh, tomorrow as kind of a lead into our kind of where we're headed with this series on drawing for outcome, drawing for like a finished product that you could give somebody or hang on a wall or something. And so there's really like two completely separate topics here when you talk about drawing people. And I think if we change our expectation for sketches of scenes with people in them, or even individuals, someone reading in a cafe or something. You can make some really beautiful sketches, just like you can make beautiful sketches of water that aren't like technically accurate so much as they capture the essence. They capture the essence of the moment and the scene. And that's really what a sketchbook, what you're trying to do. Now, there's a whole world, just like in perspective, there's a whole world of like figure and people drawing that really isn't based in capturing a specific person or situation, but being able to create characters or create uh, forms and people faces uh, out of your imagination, not looking at a model or a scene. And that is like a whole science that I have never, and I know it's very popular right now, whether it's like comic style or anime or just creating characters. That's a huge kind of area of drawing that has really exploded. And I think it's amazing. I think it's really cool. It's not me. And I just have never, uh, I've never had a like a desire or a use to like create figures and characters that aren't real people that I don't know. So if I'm ever creating somebody a drawing or a painting or anything with people in it, I'm going to definitely use a model or a specific person, a photo or whatever I'm going to work from. I just don't have that skill set, and I'm sorry if that disappoints you. The good news is there are a lot of people out there on various platforms, YouTube and others, that specifically talk about drawing people, forms, faces, figures, and it's wide. It's a whole area, just like perspective. So you have places to go for that. I don't bring that to the table. I'm sorry, but I do. I have found some joy in sketching people in scenes, and I have figured out how to do specific likenesses of uh, of individuals for outcome, like finished drawings, and uh, those take a lot of time. And I have a whole system for it. Like I said, I'm going to be talking about that in the coming days. But for today, your assignment would be to pick a couple scenes with people in them. If you can go somewhere and do that, that would be great. If you you can't do that and you have to find some photos, do that. I think live is always preferred, but try to work at capturing the essence of that person. It's going to be a lot like we talked about with water yesterday. Just notice making decisions, what matters and what doesn't. Are there any strong angles? Really, you're using those same three things that we've talked about from the beginning. Your relationships of size and distance between things. So that's even like the size of someone's hand compared to their arm, compared to their head, compared. A big one is where your hips sit in relation to your shoulders, like what proportion of the form, if you're drawing a person standing there, and people are all different. So there really isn't a right wrong. There's just a getting those proportions. How much of their figure is legs and how much is upper body? That's an important kind of proportion to figure out. Also, the width of the shoulders compared to the width of the body, and then the size of the head, of course. But not only the size of the head, but the position of it above the shoulders. Sometimes, if you notice right now, my head actually sits. If I draw a circle for my head, it sits inside of my upper body. It comes down into this angle made by, and it has to do with the way I'm sitting and me, who I am. But people in the sweatshirt I'm wearing somewhat makes an angle here. But uh, many people, I think, you get that stick figure thing in your mind, and you think like it's a body, a shoulders, then a neck, then a head, and they don't. They kind of get like a head way up above, on a neck, on shoulders, sticking up like a stalk, and that's just not reality. So pay attention, draw what you see, use the relationships of size and distance, then also use the angles. What angle does their arm make as it goes away from the body? What angle does this neckline make here on the person? And then finally, shapes. What shape is their head? It's usually never a perfect oval. Everybody's different, and it's a unique shape. What shape does the hand make? If it's sitting on a desk like this, what is the shape right here? It's interesting. You got some angles, some weird. It's not a square. It's not a rectangle. It's not a triangle. It's some kind of weird shape that you can actually work at and get all those things drawn. And so, once again, it's basically just the same rules as always for capturing form. And hold up, I will talk to you about a great way to do likenesses of people for outcome in the coming days. But go find a place, draw a couple short 10, 15 minutes drawings that have people in them. Maybe they're people in your house sitting in a chair watching TV or on their phone or something. Just draw some people and they're sitting and whatever they're doing. And it's just good practice. Good practice to get form and figure without having to worry about a real likeness. So that's your challenge for today. You can do this. Embrace your best friends, a failure, and your ability to know something doesn't look right and keep working at it, and you will get better at this. I know you will. So thanks for joining me. I hope your drawing goes well.